Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and God bless Rosenborg. Celtic are through to the Europa League last 32. There will be more videos over the weekend covering who we could get in the next round and how I feel about the next round, etc, etc. This is going to be a very short video. I've dealt with that reality. This isn't going to be long. I'm just going to basically sum my opinion up of last night's performance. It's a match review for the match last night against Rasenballsport Salzburg, or Red Bull Salzburg, whatever you like to call them. In a game where we were horrific, to say the least, and we got through by a miracle. Now, I said at the end of the last video, it wouldn't be Celtic if we didn't do it the hard way. And my God, did we do it the fucking hard way. We couldn't have done it any harder. The performance was poor from the off. We never showed any. It was quite clear there was a big tactical difference in the side. At first I thought it was just one of those half-arsed efforts from the team, and they've decided not to show up. But when you go 90 minutes without pressing the other team, there was no pressing whatsoever yesterday. When you go 90 minutes without it, it's clear that it's an instruction from the manager. Don't press. And I can see where Brendan Rodgers has come from when we go into the games at Celtic Park or anywhere against teams that are clearly better than us, and we try and press them and then they just cut us open and they score 3-4 goals. It's very easy to happen, and obviously this was a game of major importance. Now, it worked against Leipzig, pressing them. Last night I think we should have pressed them personally, and I think we would have got a lot more out of it. But Salzburg, it all comes back to another thing I said in the last video, and that is they are genuinely one of the best teams I've seen play Celtic in Europe over recent years. Both home and away, they dominated us. They looked comfortable on the ball, they were fast with their passing, great one-touch movement and such. They were really good, and ultimately they were the better team over the course of both games, and they surprised me yesterday. They really did, because I thought that home ground effect for Celtic, that 12-man effect, which disappeared very quickly into the game. I thought all that would come together for Celtic to get us a very positive performance and to get us a win. But it never happened, and we got through by the skin of our teeth. We were just poor at everything. Defending was poor. Craig Gordon, honestly, up until that goal, the second Salzburg goal, I was looking at him and I was going, God bless that guy. And I still do, because yesterday, and that does really tarnish the game for him. And it really tarnishes a bit of it. It really does. I think a lot of people's opinions will be that that's it now, Gordon has to be replaced. But you look at, apart from that one mistake yesterday, which does kind of overrule everything else that he'd done, he was fantastic last night. Great goalkeeper. They prove time and time again within the game why he is Celtic's #1, why he is still one of the best keepers that Celtic can get. And then he goes and does that. He goes and ruins it all. He done Arcarius to us. And I can't get over how it happened. A game of such a big magnitude. We were so lucky. If Rosenborg did not score that goal, think of the things that we done last night that showing that we're not competent enough and not a good enough side. And granted, it's not filled me with a lot of confidence for the last 32, but now we need to look at that, and Brendan Rodgers has got to sit down and say, right, if we want to go anywhere in this last 32, if we want to make it past the first round, I've got to sign a right back, I've got to sign maybe even a centre back, I've got to sign a striker. Because last night, the team from front to back, there was no decent performances, and if I have to stretch to anybody having a good performance, it's Craig Gordon. And it's hard to say good performance after what he done. I mean, you know it's bad when you miss the penalty that you get in the 90th minute, which means nothing at all, because it looked as though we were through, we would have still have lost the game. It meant absolutely nothing. There was no pressure, and it was missed. I mean, we scored the rebound, fair play, but fuck's sake, penalty practice has been taken. 3 out of the last penalties Celtic have taken have missed, all 3 of them, which is not a great statistic, not a great role to be on. But we are lucky. It was like you know, when you see all the videos from when Helicopter Sundays, the fans sitting waiting with their fucking radios, with the earphones and the FM radios, sitting waiting for the result to come through. It was what it was like. It's everybody sitting on their phones just watching and waiting, and you hear cheers from certain parts of the crowd. You don't know who's right, you don't know who's wrong. People are sitting chanting and singing and saying it's full time in Leipzig, when there's somebody on the phone in front of me saying, no, it's not done yet, it's not done, sitting on the phone to somebody. It was great. It was great tension. It was nice. It was a lovely, unique feeling when we went through after such a bad performance. But Celtic don't do it again. It's heart attack material. We could have threw it away last night. We had it in our hands, and if it wasn't for Rosenborg, we did throw it away. And we need to be more confident at home with our performances. We didn't look confident at all last night. And it's such a big complexion on how we played against Leipzig. And maybe that just comes down to the fact that Salzburg are a better team than Leipzig. Maybe that is the case. Because both games they proved that. And obviously we beat Leipzig, but we never seen any of the positives from that performance. Every counter-attack that we started last night just imminently ended with absolutely nothing. There's a couple of decent chances we created. God knows, I think it was Ayer who missed a fantastic chance. There was just so many mistakes throughout the park that just added up and added up. There was Ayer with a poor pass letting Salzburg go through one-on-one. Midfield wasn't great. Rogic was atrocious. There was no created. Sinclair was atrocious, hence the reason he's coming off. Then we picked up 2 injuries. Lustig's off after 20 minutes. And Christie went off, and hopefully all things go well with Ryan Christie. We see him back soon. Don't know the severity of the injury yet. I've not seen anything about it personally. But obviously he was stretchered off the park. It did look quite serious. Hopefully it's nothing bad because he was coming onto a game. And that's you know, in the space of one game and one day, 3 problems within the Celtic first team players. And I'll probably cover that in a video this weekend because I really want to talk about the Lee Griffiths discussion and such. But last night's performance, Celtic need to look at it and go, that is not how we perform at home. We need big home performances in this last 32. And as I said, I'll talk about that when I preview the last 32. But we can't play like that at home or we're not going to get anything because we're useless away. We know that. We're fucking terrible away from home. And it should have been a winnable game last night. And that's not me being over confident in the team and me being unrealistic about the team's chances. We should have won. We should have done something. We should have played better than that because we were ranked rotten. We were terrible. And we need improvements in January. We need investment. And overall, we just need to evaluate what that performance is about. And it just comes off the back of a great run of form as well for Celtic. It's so surprising with such a letdown of a performance. But we're through. We're through. Somehow we've fucking done it. By a miracle, we fucking done it. And that is what matters. We're in the last 32. I'm not going to complain as much. But we need to make sure these home Europa League performances improve on that pile of piss yesterday because it's very, very important. Let me know your opinions. Let me know your opinions to my opinions. As I said, this wasn't going to be a very long match review because a lot of the things I want to touch on are for other videos like the last 32 and the injury crisis and stuff like that. I just want to make other videos on it. So I'm going to save all that for that. This was purely about last night's pish performance. But we're through. Somehow. And Rangers are out. So that's nice. Hope you enjoyed that, CJ. Like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time.